Space is silent. That's what we were always told. No air, no medium for sound waves to travel through. Physics 101. Then NASA pointed their instruments at space and heard something that shouldn't exist, multiple times, from multiple places. Here is what they found. First, the clarification that changes everything. Space is not completely empty. Between the stars, between the planets, there is plasma ionized gas, extremely thin, but there. And plasma can carry waves. Not sound waves exactly, but electromagnetic waves that, when converted to audio frequencies, produce something your ears can process. NASA has been doing this for decades, converting the electromagnetic signals from space into audio. And what they have captured is extraordinary. Let's start closest to home, Earth itself. Earth has a sound. A constant electromagnetic hum, generated by lightning, strikes roughly 100 every single second around the planet. NASA's instruments can hear this hum from space. Our planet is literally singing, and has been for billions of years. But Earth's song is gentle. What the other planets produce is something else entirely. Jupiter, the largest planet in our solar system, and the loudest. Jupiter's magnetic field is 20,000 times stronger than Earth's. The electromagnetic activity it generates is so intense it can be detected from here. When NASA converted Jupiter's electromagnetic emissions to audio, people described it as something between a heartbeat and a roar. Deep, rhythmic, alive sounding, like something breathing. Saturn produces something even stranger. Its rings generate radio waves that, converted to audio, sound like wind, rain, and distant thunder simultaneously. Saturn's rings are essentially a giant musical instrument. Millions of ice particles generating electromagnetic waves as they orbit. The Cassini spacecraft recorded these sounds for 13 years before it was deliberately destroyed in 2017. The sounds it captured in those 13 years have never been fully analyzed. Much of the data is still sitting in NASA's archives unlistened to. Now, Voyager 1, launched in 1977, the most distant human-made object in existence. As of 2026, Voyager 1 is over 24 billion kilometers from Earth. A signal from it takes over 22 hours to reach us, traveling at the speed of light. In 2012, Voyager crossed the heliopause, the boundary where the sun's influence ends, and true interstellar space begins. No human object had ever been there before. We had no idea what it would be like. And then Voyager's instruments detected something. A persistent, low-frequency hum, coming from the interstellar medium itself. Scientists call it the hum of interstellar space. It is generated by plasma, the thin ionized gas that fills the space between stars. It means the space between stars is not silent. It is humming, constantly, in every direction. Voyager 1 is still transmitting data. Right now, as you watch this, from 24 billion kilometers away on a nuclear battery the size of a car engine. But the strangest recording of all might be something much closer to home, 62,000 kilometers above Earth. In the magnetosphere, the magnetic field that protects our planet, NASA's MMS mission, 4 satellites flying in formation, detected something completely unexpected: chorus waves, electromagnetic bursts that, when converted to audio, sound almost exactly like birdsong at dawn, not approximately like birdsong. Scientists described it as almost indistinguishable from actual birds. These waves are generated by killer electrons, highly energized particles in the magnetosphere, moving at nearly the speed of light. They pose a genuine threat to satellites and spacecraft, and potentially to astronauts outside the protection of Earth's atmosphere. But what nobody can fully explain is why they sound so much like something alive, something organic, something that belongs in a forest at dawn, not in the cold vacuum above our atmosphere. Mars, the planet we know best after Earth, and the first planet where we actually recorded real sound. In 2021, NASA's Perseverance rover became the first spacecraft to successfully record audio on another planet. The first sound recorded on Mars was wind, thin, high-pitched, moving across red dust. Scientists discovered something immediately strange. Sound travels differently on Mars. The speed of sound there is about 240 meters per second, compared to 343 on Earth. This means that on Mars, high-pitched sounds and low-pitched sounds travel at different speeds. A conversation on Mars would be distorted in ways the human brain has never evolved to process. And then Perseverance recorded something else. The sound of its own lasers striking a rock, and the echo that came back, was wrong. The echo suggested the rock had hollow sections, something that doesn't fit any geological model scientists had for Mars. We still don't know what made those cavities. And now the one that keeps scientists awake at night. The 15th of August, 1977. Big Ear Radio Telescope. Ohio State University. Astronomer Jerry Emin is reviewing data printouts from a routine sky survey. And in the middle of the printout, a sequence of numbers and letters unlike anything in the data around it, 6EQUJ5. A signal so strong, so structured, so unlike any known natural source that Amon circled it and wrote one word in the margin. Wow. The signal lasted 72 seconds, the exact duration the telescope could track a fixed point in the sky. It appeared to come from the direction of the Sagittarius constellation. It matched the expected profile of an extraterrestrial transmission almost exactly. Scientists searched for it again, and again, and again. Over 50 searches spanning decades. Different telescopes, different methods. The WOW signal has never been heard again. In 2016, a team of scientists proposed a natural explanation, a comet with a hydrogen cloud. But other scientists immediately challenged this. As of today, the WOW signal remains officially classified as unexplained. So what do we make of all of this? Jupiter breathing, Saturn singing, interstellar space humming, Earth's magnetosphere producing birdsong, Mars hiding hollow rocks, and one signal 72 seconds long that came from somewhere in the direction of Sagittarius and was never explained. The universe is not silent. It never was. We just didn't have the instruments to listen until very recently. And now that we can listen, we are hearing things that don't have easy explanations. The sounds NASA has recorded in space are not random noise. They are structured, rhythmic, in some cases, disturbingly organic sounding, which raises a question that physics alone cannot answer. If the universe is making sounds, who is it making them for? We assumed we were the only ones listening. Maybe we should reconsider that assumption. Let me know in the comments, which of these sounds would you most want to hear? And does the WOW signal keep you up at night? If you enjoyed this, hit like and subscribe. Bob Wonders has a lot more questions to ask.